but rookies turn regal. Pen sharp as a needle, now flying like an eagle. Blueprints scribbled on scraps and napkins. Action, no caption, broke through the fractions. Momentum, it's a map, problem we solve. Rising like a phoenix, watch the puzzle evolve. HVRL like high, rookies going far. From the curb to the stars, breaking every bar. Level up, never stuck, we're raising the stakes. From nothing to greatness, yeah, that's what it takes. Now they shout names in the rafters, echoes thunder. We used to be shadows, now they stand and wonder. Rookies with a hunger, ate the doubts for dinner. No beginner, just a sinner, turning losses into winners. Wheels spinning out of tracks, got traction, reaction, satisfaction, forwards to action. HVRL, time to call in the creed. Speed into the future, planting every seed. Chips on the shoulder, built mountains from crumbs. Hear the rhythm in the drums, the sound of what's to come. HVRA, hardcore, the anthem for the climb. Every bar, ladder rung, reaching higher every time. Started in the basement, dreams on the linoleum. HVRL, ARCA, the crowd be controlling them. Told them we rookies, but rookies turn regal. Pen sharp as a needle, now flying like an eagle. Blueprints scribbled on scraps and napkins. Action, no caption, broke through the fractions. Momentum, it's a map, problem we solve. Rising like a phoenix, watch the puzzle evolve. HVRL like high, rookies going far. From the curb to the stars, breaking every bar. Level up, never stuck, we're raising the stakes. From nothing to greatness, yeah, that's what it takes. Now they shout names in the rafters, echoes thunder. We used to be shadows, now they stand and wonder. Rookies with a hunger, ate the doubts for dinner. No beginner, just a sinner, turning losses into winners. Wheels spinning out of tracks, got traction, reaction, satisfaction, forwards to action. HVRL, time to call in the creed. Speed into the future, planting every seed. Chips on the shoulder, built mountains from crumbs. Hear the rhythm in the drums, the sound of what's to come. HVRA, hardcore, the anthem for the climb. Every bar, ladder rung, reaching higher every time. Started in the basement, dreams on the linoleum. HVRL, ARCA, the crowd be controlling them. Told them we rookies, but rookies turn regal. Pen sharp as a needle, now flying like an eagle. Blueprints scribbled on scraps and napkins. Action, no caption, broke through the fractions. Momentum, it's a map, problem we solve. Rising like a phoenix, watch the puzzle evolve. HVRL like high, rookies going far. From the curb to the stars, breaking every bar. Level up, never stuck, we're raising the stakes. From nothing to greatness, yeah, that's what it takes. Now they shout names in the rafters, echoes thunder. We used to be shadows, now they stand and wonder. Rookies with a hunger, ate the doubts for dinner. No beginner, just a sinner, turning losses into winners. Wheels spinning out of tracks, got traction, reaction, satisfaction, forwards to action. HVRL, time to call in the creed. Speed into the future, planting every seed. Chips on the shoulder, built mountains from crumbs. Hear the rhythm in the drums, the sound of what's to come. HVRA, hardcore, the anthem for the climb. Every bar, ladder rung, reaching higher every time. Started in the basement, dreams on the linoleum. HVRL, ARCA, the crowd be controlling them. Told them we rookies, but rookies turn regal. Pen sharp as a needle, now flying like an eagle. Blueprints scribbled on scraps and napkins. Action, no caption, broke through the fractions. Momentum, it's a map, problem we solve. Rising like a phoenix, watch the puzzle evolve. HVRL like high, rookies going far. From the curb to the stars, breaking every bar. Level up, never stuck, we're raising the stakes. From nothing to greatness, yeah, that's what it takes. Now they shout names in the rafters, echoes thunder. We used to be shadows, now they stand basement, dreams on the linoleum. HVRL ARCA, the crowd be controlling them. Told them we rookies, but rookies turn regal. Pen sharp as a needle, now flying like an eagle. Blueprints scribbled on scraps and napkins. Action, no caption, broke through the fractions. Momentum is a map, problem we solve. Rising like a phoenix, watch the puzzle evolve. HVRL like high, rookies going far. From the curb to the stars, breaking every bar. Level up, never stuck, we're raising the stakes. From nothing to greatness, yeah, that's what it takes. Now they shout names in the rafters, echoes thunder. We used to be shadows, now they stand and wonder. Rookies with a hunger, ate the doubts for dinner. No beginner, just a sinner, turning losses into winners. Wheels spinning, now the tracks got traction. Reaction, satisfaction, forwards to action. HVRL, turn the call in the creed. Speed into the future.
All right, welcome everybody to the High Velocity Racing Network. We have our High Velocity Racing League ARCA series here tonight. We're at Texas Motor Speedway. We're watching some practice laps here. We got Lucas Bray sitting in with the fastest lap here. Let's bring up that best lap. 29 flat, basically, pretty fast lap. I'm here with Sean Happy Happick is joining me tonight. How you doing, Sean?
Doing good as always. Excited to be in the booth with you and watch my home track here at Texas Motor Speedway.
Oh, that's right. You live real close to there, or no?
Yeah, no, probably about 45-minute drive, maybe.
Oh, cool. That's not, yeah, probably about, what, 50 miles, 40 miles, somewhere in there. Cool, man.
Oh yeah, yep. It's just right outside Fort Worth there, and I'm just a little bit north of that. So, yep, I pass by it all the time.
All right, we'll bring in our current, I guess, practice fastest time leader, Lucas Bray. Get him up here in the broadcast booth. Lucas Bray, you got a copy? You're here with Sean and Sean. How you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Oh, we just thought we'd talk to you for a second. You're the fastest in practice so far with basically a 29 flat. How's the track feeling tonight?
She feels good. It's got a lot of grip to it. Definitely gonna have to be patient coming out of two. It likes to get loose and or tight there and keep it out of the wall for sure.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about that. I think a lot of times you think you got to put a lot of wheel into that coming out of two, and then when you get on the throttle, so sometimes that thing wants to just turn on you. So it's kind of like a tight, and then you get loose, right? Is that what you guys are feeling?
Yep. You overdrive it on it. Get to the gas too soon, you'll put it out there in the fence real quick.
Yeah, nice track tip, 82. So it should, yeah, like you said, a lot of grip. So you got something for these boys tonight? What do you think?
Uh, I, I think so. We'll see if we can't go 3 out of 4 and see how the evening goes. Just got to be patient.
Nice. So we'll look at our point standings. Oh yeah, you're right there. You're just sitting right out top, right outside the top 12 there. So yeah, good solid night tonight. Should get you in that top 12, and hopefully you can get in the chase there. And good luck tonight, Sean. You got any questions for him?
Oh, I was just curious on what he thought tire wear was going to kind of be, or where do you think it's? Do you think
Tire
tire wear
wear.
is going to be an issue tonight for a lot of drivers?
Yeah, I do believe so. I had about 15 consecutive laps there in practice, trying to even just not push it real hard, and I already had it down to about 80, 83%. So I think, yeah, I think it's definitely going to be something we're going to have to watch and keep in mind, and you see some really good pitch strategy here. Who knows? Maybe 2 tires for the last stop to win it. Might happen again.
Heck yeah, I like the strategy and these and 4 screen flag runs that we'll have. So that's awesome, man. I'm
Yeah.
excited to get this thing going.
Hopefully we put on a good show for you guys.
All right, good luck, Lucas. You were in Superior Sim or Revolution, one of those two, I think, right?
Revolution.
That's right. We'll get you back down there. Good luck, man.
I appreciate.
Nope, kind of cut him off. Sorry about that, Lucas.
Yeah, he did.
Sorry. We'll get
Congrats.
James. Yeah, yeah. Kind of one of those deals. James Bolka. Let's get James Bolka,
Thanks,
driver of the number 8. You got a copy there, James? Sean and Sean up in the booth.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Pretty good lap. You got down so far 29-1. Sitting third in practice. Is that just a one lap speed, or you feel like you got something for him on the long run too?
So that is my 1 lap speed, but then on the long run, I'm probably hitting about 29.2 average.
Oh, pretty good then. Yeah, that's a great time there. Track feels pretty good. We heard from Lucas. It's a little tough out of 2 probably is going to be the problem spot. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, between 1 and 2 is going to be the problem spot. Because if you coast, you're going up to the wall. If you use too much brake, you're losing too much speed coming out of the corner.
Nice. You got any
Right now
questions?
in practice, I was just gonna say, yeah, just right here in practice, it just I'm really just seeing people kill that wall coming out of 4 and in the quad oval. So I am just curious where the issues are going to be, and do you have an EOL or anything, or are you going to be able to qualify, Mr. Boca?
Yes, I'll be able to qualify considering we got rid of the IPL. So I will be able to qualify. But yeah, coming out of 4, it's a little dangerous. It's basically kind of like a super speedway. Keep it to the bottom, and you should be fine.
Well, definitely good luck to you. I'd like to see a good finish out of you tonight.
All right,
All right,
cool,
appreciate
James.
it, guys.
Yeah, we'll talk to you in a bit. Maybe a little later tonight. And I'm gonna move you down. Your team is full tilt, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck tonight, man.
All right, thanks, guys.
That's James Bolka, driver of the number 8. He's got a cool little paint job. Red and black deal. Almost looks like old Dale Jr. kind of paint scheme. So what do you expect? Happy, you think we're going to have a good, clean first stint to the comp caution? So basically it's going to be try to get to the comp caution and not let iRacing throw cautions. If the track gets clogged up, we'll throw a caution. But if a couple cars spin, they're kind of going to be on their own to get back up to pace. You think we're going to be able to keep it clean to that comp caution?
No. But I mean, these cars settle really well on these type of tracks, and they do feel real good. But the quad oval and coming out of 4, then coming out of 2, I just think people are going to have their fair share of issues tonight. But I hope I'm wrong. Like I said, this is going to be our toughest track since we started doing the no cautions until the comp caution. So I'm curious how these guys are going to be able to handle it. Hopefully they give each other lots of room.
Yeah, we'll go on board here with, not on board, but we'll watch Dylan McLean. Sweet paint job tonight, black and purple, chrome looking thing. Man, that looks good. He's been quick. Pretty much, I mean, most of the tracks we go to, he's had some speed, and I think he put it together at Iowa. And may have won a race. If not, he was up in the top 3 for sure. I remember talking to him. It looks pretty good coming off a 2 there. He got that car pointed in the right direction, kind of skewed a little bit, so you're not pointed up towards that wall. I would imagine it's probably going to be the second lap is the fastest lap. 29.8. That's probably not going to do it. Yeah, a lot of guys are slower times here, so.
Sorry, I was listening to the comms there. It looks like Bolka does have a penalty from last week, so he won't be able to qualify. Yeah, it's a shame for him.
Well, it's from 2 weeks ago, so maybe he just forgot.
Well, it's a big list.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
It only looks like we have probably about
10,
15 of them qualifying.
I don't even think it's that. Usually it's around 10 to 12. There goes McLean. He goes to the top of the board, 29.5. Murray along with a 29.518. We'll watch Lucas
That's a
Brager, we
couple.
talked to him earlier.
That's a couple tenths faster than practice. Best time, wasn't it?
Oh,
29.3.
no, they were at 29 flat in practice.
Oh, okay.
Just a one lapper, probably with a little bit of draft or a little extra or something. Lucas Bray goes P7. Williamson.
Jason Williamson.
Man, this guy, he left for a while and he come back. I knew he was going to be fast. Reno Connor, good lap, buddy. 29.
Yeah, when did Jason come back? His name popped up there, and I'm like, I thought he wasn't here.
He wasn't for a while.
Man.
I remember he did really good. Oh, we just got to Corey Moore in time to see him hit the wall and his car all jacked up. So glad we got that in.
Good timing.
Oh, Bargetzi. Are there still some more guys here? Forrest Martin's going here.
Reno.
Yeah, Reno, good lap, man. See what
Another home track for a fellow Texan there.
It's so hard to get these guys when they're going, trying to get them all. Here we go. We got Jace Keller. See if he can see the finish line. Boom to the top. Good job, Jace. Too.
Felt his way all the way around that track, and look at him.
Yeah. Got those curb
flying like an
out.
eagle there.
Go Donovan Cliss is always fast. 77 Skip Barber machine.
What an ugly car Shane Johnson has, though.
Donovan, P4. Not bad. See if we got anybody else. Justin Lanier in the 99. Do that number proud.
Happy I had to switch over and look at that car. I don't know why you gotta hate.
I know if he wrecks, they're just gonna push him all the way around the track.
Nothing wrong with it if you can't stop it.
Lanier comes across P11, 29.5. So fairly close field though. If you go 29.3 all the way to 10th, 11th, I mean to 12th basically, and they're all within 2.5 tenths. So yeah, good qualifying there. We got Jace Keller on the pole. We are definitely going to talk to him after we do our driver's meeting and all that good stuff and handle our administrative business, and we'll be back probably about 5 to 10 minutes. So we'll see you in a bit.
Started in the basement, dreams on the linoleum. HVRL, ARCA, the crowd be controlling them. Told them we rookies, but rookies turn regal. Pen sharp as a needle, now flying like an eagle. Blueprints scribbled on scraps and napkins. Action, no caption, broke through the fractions. Momentum is a map, problem we solve. Rising like a phoenix, watch the puzzle evolve. HVRL like high, rookies going far. From the curb to the stars, breaking every bar. Level up, never stuck, we're raising the stakes. From nothing to greatness, yeah, that's what it takes. Now they shout names in the rafters, echoes thunder. We used to be shadows, now they stand and wonder. Rookies with a hunger, ate the doubts for dinner. No beginner, just a sinner, turning losses into winners. Wheels spinning, now the tracks got traction. Reaction, satisfaction, forwards to action. HVRL, the call and the creed. Speed into the future, planting every seed. Chips on the shoulder, built mountains from crumbs. Hear the rhythm in the drums, the sound of what's to come. HVRL, hardcore, the anthem for the climb. Every bar, ladder rung, reaching higher every time. Started in the basement, dreams on the linoleum. HVRL, ARCA, the crowd be controlling them. Told them we rookies, but rookies turn regal. Pen sharp as a needle, now flying like an eagle. Blueprints scribbled on scraps and napkins. Action, no caption, broke through the fractions. Momentum is a map, problem we solve. Rising like a phoenix, watch the puzzle evolve. HVRL like high, rookies going far. From the curb to the stars, breaking every bar. Level up, never stuck. We're raising the stakes from nothing to greatness. Yeah, that's what it takes. Now they shout names in the rafters, echoes thunder. We used to be shadows, now they stand and wonder. Rookies with a hunger, ate the doubts for dinner. No beginner, just a sinner, turning losses into winners. Wheels spinning, now the tracks got traction, reaction, satisfaction, forwards to action. HVRL, turn the call in the creed. Speed into the future, planting every seed. Chips on the shoulder, built mountains from crumbs. Hear the rhythm in the drums, the sound of what's to come. HVRL, hardcore, the anthem for the climb. Every bar, ladder rung, reaching higher every time. Started in the basement, dreams on the linoleum. HVRL, ARCA, the crowd be controlling them. Told them we rookies, but rookies turn regal. Pen sharp as a needle, now flying like an eagle. Blueprints scribbled on scraps and napkins. Action, no caption, broke through the fractions. Momentum is a map, problem we solve. Rising like a phoenix, watch the puzzle evolve. HVRL like high, rookies going far. From the curb to the stars, breaking every bar. Level up, never stuck, we're raising the stakes. From nothing to greatness, yeah, that's what it takes. Now they shout names in the rafters, echoes thunder. We used to be shadows, now they stand and wonder. Rookies with a hunger, ate the doubts for dinner. No beginner, just a sinner, turning losses into winners. Wheels spinning, now the tracks got traction, reaction, satisfaction, forwards to action.
All right, we are back live here for our ARCA Series race at Texas Motor Speedway. We're here with our pole sitter in the Red Bull number 48 machine, Jace Keller. How you doing, Jace?
Man, I'm doing good. How y'all fellas doing?
Doing good. Great lap there. Not quite as fast the laps as we saw in practice, but 29.3 definitely respectable. And then we were talking about a tenth and a half through the top, 10 or so, maybe 2/10. So, how you feel about your chances tonight? Good starting spot for sure.
I mean, coming off a win from Lime Rock, I'm feeling pretty confident, but can't let myself get too excited about winning pole. So, just kind of try to stay calm and keep cool and just run my race. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I think that confidence thing it's a big deal. Like even subconsciously, you don't even think about it really, but I mean, it gets you in a different kind of time. Mindset is what I would say. Are you feeling that a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, coming from last season, I did pretty well last season as far as the chase goes. That gave me a good bit of confidence coming into this season, especially in this car. So, I think you're right about the confidence thing and that helping me out with lap times and positioning.
Awesome, man. Well, have a great race and go get him, buddy.
Appreciate it, guys.
All right, that was Jace Keller driving the 48. He's sitting on the pole. Chris Bargetzi is outside of row 1 in the 41 car. Reno Connor, Donovan Kliss in row 2. Jason Williamson, Drew Holler in row 3. Sean McLean, Forrest Martin in row 4. Dylan McLean and Nathan Murray, row 5. Justin Lanier, Kale Deese, row 6. Brent McKee, what great to see you back there, Brent. Alongside Lucas Bray, row 7. John Stapleton and James Edwards Jr. sitting on row 8. Corey Moore and Reginald Harris sitting on row 9. Row 10 is Shane Johnson, Gregory Vadnez. 11, Nick DeTraglia, Robert Rambo. Thad Miller and John Shields, row 12. Colt Lanford, James Tate, row 13. Row 14, Nathan McGee, James Boca. And I forgot to scroll this for you guys. We'll get it. Sorry. James Lewis and Quinn McLean in row 15. Mike Eldridge, Aaron Creighton, and Philip Carter round out the field. We'll look at our race info really quick. Until these guys get rolling off again. We got 74 degrees. Track temp went down quite a bit. I believe it was above 80 earlier. Now it's 77. A little bit of wind, probably not going to affect nothing. 66% humidity, almost a mile and a half. It says 1.46. But looking forward to this race. Definitely 1 and 2 is going to be the problem spot, action spot. I think whoever can navigate that the best is probably going to have the best opportunity to move on as we get rolling off here.
Here we go. Should we go ahead and, I'm sure we're going to need to extend it a lap right away, right?
We may. We'll
I can go ahead and do that. I promise they're going to need to.
I mean, it's
quite a
always
bit
good.
of them out there.
Especially with no cautions till, the comp caution. Might as well give them a chance to get really set up and not be scrambling or anything.
Get their nerves right. See what Chase Keller's going to do out front here. I'm really curious of what he's going to do. Glad you're able to pull him up.
Yeah, he sounded pretty solid. Yeah, he sounded like he was feeling that confidence. Talked to him a little bit about, you win a race, and then that kind of just leads into the next one. It's subconscious, too. It's not even like, all right, I got this. I'm going to whoop everybody's ass now. It's just a kind of, you're feeling a little bit better, a little more confident going around the track.
Look at Reno. Look at what Reno surrounded, and he's not a guy that's normally up here too often. He is improving, especially from last season. But just look who he's surrounded by: Bargetzi and Donovan, Jason Williams, and Drew Forrest, Mason Murray. He's surrounded by a bunch of good drivers there. Hopefully, he settles in and.
SDK gave the green signal, but we're not going green yet. A little confused there. But yeah,
we'll do that because we extended it. Yeah.
Reno is improving a lot. I've seen him. It seems like the last couple races, I can't remember exactly. Maybe it was Lime Rock. He was doing really good. But yeah, continuing to progress and definitely getting better. We'll see how these guys start this race out. If they're gonna. If it's me and I know there's no cautions, I'm being super cautious and I'm making sure I don't touch anybody and don't get in any sort of situation. Because no cautions, you can get put down a lap or two real quick.
Real quick, and that's going to be, hopefully if there is an incident, it's more towards the back, because you don't want an incident in the top 10 there. That's going to collect a lot of people. And with being no cautions, there's going to be more chance for people to ARCA brake.
All right, here we go. See how good of a start old Jace Keller gets. Green flag is out, and we are rolling. Great restart by everybody. That was a really good restart.
It really was. Did a good job there. Oh, there's someone off in the grass there.
Oh,
looks like Mike Eldridge.
Wow, they saved that. That was wild. 23 and 47. We're going to go back and look at that really quick. Going into one.
Ooh, Reno's getting past there. I thought they were about to go 3 wide there in the 4th position.
23 just came up into the 47. Everybody started checking up. 92 got the 99. He got spun around. 99 is probably in a bad spot right now. Keller's pulling
Gotta watch
away,
those
though.
99s on tracks.
Yeah, kind of wild. Wild there.
Jace really is. I don't know if he put practice down. Something just clicked for him. Probably more his FOV. It's a lot easier when you're not driving from the back seat. But either way, it just seems like things are starting to click for him. So
Chris Margetzi's got Donovan Cliffs right on his tail end, and alongside him, basically. And Williamson is in the 9 car, but he is not the 9 car. He's the 51. So, unfortunate miscommunication. Chase Elliott car is Jason Williamson. So, behind him, Sean McClain, Lucas Bray, and Cale Deese are our top 10. Well, Keller's got company now. Oh! Somebody got into it. We'll go back and look at that since there will not be a caution on that. Reno Connor got turned.
Oh no.
Try to get a good look at this for you guys. 9 is just comes right up into the side of the 17.
Yes, he does. So it's a shame on that. You know, he's going to have himself a pretty hefty penalty next week for that.
Yeah,
So.
It's a shame too, guy that had been racing a lot. Take somebody out, but we'll move along.
Yeah. You know, Reno's okay. I don't think he got a lot of damage on that, so hopefully not anyway, and hopefully he can stay from doing that. So. We did not get there. Oh, here comes Drew now. Let's see. We didn't get a fuel window, did we?
No, I did not. Drew's making a hard push to get through the kill. Argazzi, though, he's fighting right back, and that's a pretty good line there coming off the corner. Let's back here for the car. Let's see where Reno's at. See if he can survive that. Yep, he's back in 32nd now. I don't believe he's alive down, or is he?
No.
Okay.
He's not yet, but they are. He's coming out of 2 as they're going into 1. So.
Bring up this track.
We'll see how he handles that. Oh, and it looks like Robert Rambo might have had a little incident himself. Came up on the SDK. Oh. Ooh.
Go back and look at that really quick.
Yeah, it did. He got it. Oh, no.
His car is not looking wonderful.
Woo. Boy, he was sliding back up the track, too. That was, yeah. Yep. Looks like he got in the grass and got out of the grass and got on something.
Oh, yeah. Once you clip that grass, the one and the other, the one got in the side of him, too, and sent him down. I don't even think that was really on Rambo. I mean, he hit the grass, but he was staying well down, and the one got into him.
A lot of damage, and he didn't have a choice but to come up the track right there, but luckily he didn't get creamed right there.
Watching Drew try to chase down Max Keller here in the front.
22. All right. Our pit reporter said we got about 22 or 23 laps on their fuel window.
Drew said, I'm feeling Drew is just kind of pacing himself here. Chris is getting stacked up a little bit too behind these two.
I don't feel like I agree with that. I don't think Drew is one to stay behind anybody. I just don't think he can do that.
Looks like Cale Deese had some issues. He's right out in front of these leaders. I think that is Cale.
He did, yeah. He was caught up in that Rambo car number 1 deal. He rear-ended someone, had a lot of damage there as well. Now, there is a few lines here in Texas that you can really do to save tire, you know, with your entry to 1 and...
Right, for sure, yeah. Like, I would be in total conservation mode right now just to try to get to the competition. Survive that. Once you survive that, then you can, unless you feel like you're in a good spot with some drivers around you trust.
Yeah, I mean, Keller is doing a great job. I think Drew is really trying, to be honest with you. I just think Keller is just quick on there.
Chris Bargetti's right there too. Chris is, yeah, they're doing a pretty good job there in 3. We'll watch them in line 2 here. See if they have a difference in lines between all these guys. Yeah. Chris enters it way lower, but then kind of drifts up. Drew starts out higher. Jace is just kind of mid to low and just cruising around there. Forrest
Yeah, I
is,
really like Bargetti's entry. That's I think more
yeah.
my line.
I haven't ran Texas in a while, so I know with Charlotte, I try to get right on that paint on the line, and I try to just wrap the bottom as much as I can, especially on the long race.
I think they can probably save a little bit more tires if they're up on the wall on entry and really arc it down while you're easily going in the corner. You can really drag that bottom paint there and get a lot of exit speed coming out. But it looks like we do have a lot of guys pitting right now. Bargetti's one of them.
Just kind of splitting that in half into the comp caution, especially if you're in traffic. I mean, if everybody's going to have to pit, I mean, you might as well try to pit, and if you're in a bunch of traffic, and try to get away from that traffic.
Exactly. Like if Jace Keller starts, if everybody starts pit cycling out right in front of him, at least he has that option that he can pit to kind of at least have a chance to get out of that mess.
Watching Lucas Bray here. He's got a battle here with Donovan. Donovan's going to dive to the inside. Take a look.
And Lucas Bray needs a good finish tonight. He's only 10 points out. He's only one. He's the next guy out that's not in the chase. So a good finish here will really help him tonight.
Yeah, you saw a little bit of that tight, loose condition we were talking about before the race. That last lap with Lucas coming out of 2. You could tell he was cranking a lot of wheel in it, and then he got a little bit loose on exit. Probably best off just letting Donovan go and just cruising behind him and trying to. Oh, he's battling back. Hey.
I would much rather do that than put my tires and get them heated up running outside of 1.
And Donovan said, I'll just back off a little bit. Cruise behind you. So Jace will take a look at our leader. See what his gap is. Drew is still there. He is about a half a second, almost a half second. Smart, always Mr. Consistency, I'll call him for sure. He's always solid. Lucas Bray, of course, he's up 10 spots. Lucas Bray's up, not the most spots, but up here in the top 10 spots.
You know what I just realized? We have our tournament going on.
I don't even think
Yeah, it's a Drew Holleran versus Gregory Vadnais. James Tate versus Forrest Martin. Brett McKees versus Corey Moore, and Donovan Cliff versus Kale Dees.
About that. We had a week off in the series, so you guys watch Nick the Dragon. We were just talking about him. He's 12 spots up.
Oh my God, Jace just got taken out by a lapper. Yep, the leader just got taken out there.
I'll go back and look at that very shortly. Let's see here.
definitely, I don't know who that was or what was happening there, but I don't know. But Jace Killer there
We got him.
on lap 22, right before pit entry. Can't quite see who that was.
Oh, I'll let
That
you know.
it was. Yeah, just pretty much stopped on track. That's crazy. I'd like to know what happened there, but
It's falling behind the 65. Oh no, there's a car that just stopped on the track. That is Thad Miller. Sorry, Thad, we had to call you out for that. You just kind of took out the leader, so.
yeah. Hopefully you'll be able to rewind and see what Thad was doing. Was he trying to pit? You know how you slow down sometimes, you drift up. Or why was he so off pace?
Let me see if I can go back. It's gonna have to rewind quite a bit, but
That's fine. I'll let everybody know what's going on. It's Lucas
did he
Bray is
run
still
out
our
of fuel?
leader.
I think he ran out of fuel. Let me see here. This is a replay from a little bit ago. He's back at home. Cockpit. Let's see if he just turned somebody. And then he was slow. He got turned by somebody. Let's see who. Let's call somebody else out.
Well, that's fine. I mean, this is good notes for who's getting penalties next week anyway.
That will be John Shields. Let's
Maybe two of them for that.
watch here. You see John Shields there. He's coming hard into the corner. Yeah, just gets back in right into the back of Thad Miller. Thad gets pushed up the track. He disappears for a second. Then, oh yeah, he's damaged. He's crab walking. That's why he was so slow there. That wasn't even on him. Unfortunately, Jace got caught up in it, and then the 2 car slams right into the back of him.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. Things that we gotta be careful. John Shields got to be careful going in there, going in too deep, going in those corners too hard like that. Ends up hitting Thad, ends up taking out our leader. So even those little incidents can affect in big ways.
Yeah.
So just gotta be more mindful. But
I think I got
all we
this
can do is move on.
Got this tournament up now. So we got Drew Holleran against Gregory Vadnais at the top of this bracket here. James Tate against Forrest Martin, Donovan Kliss and Cale Deese, and Brent McKee and Corey Moore. So we'll keep our tabs on that throughout the night, and we'll check on it during our comp caution and see how that's looking.
Yeah, right now, Donovan is winning versus Cale. Corey's quite a few above. Brent Forrest Martin is above James Tate, and Drew Holleran's above Gregory Vadnais right now. Not really any close battles between those 4 groups, but I'm sure that'll all change here shortly.
As we're getting closer to our comp caution, I believe that's lap 32, if I'm not wrong.
34, 35. I will double check for you.
36. We've got some time. 36.
We'll figure it out. There we go. But Lucas Bray doing a good job there. Forrest Martin, I don't know if he just passed or he just had a real good pit stop there, but he was able to move up into the number 2 position.
He's about to pass Bray, it looks like. He's making a move.
Oh, here comes Drew.
Now. Oh, Drew, big move. Right alongside him. Nope, Bray's going to prevail, I think, on the outside.
Yeah, but Drew's going to have position going in here. I think Drew's going to have it, I think. I know Bray's going to get a good run here, but Drew's going to do a slide job anyway.
Yeah, Forrest Martin, he might have dropped down right behind Drew, no?
I want to say Drew, I wonder if Drew took any type of tires. He did. He did. He was in his pit box for 15 seconds. Oh, Lucas Bray hits the wall hard coming out of 4. He might have hit it hard enough to have wheel damage there.
Yeah, Drew, I think, definitely took tires. He was in there for 15.2. Martin and Bray, everybody. Williamson took 4.
Yeah, Williamson.
Another guy to look at. See, Williamson's making his way past Gregory Badnays now.
But if I was Drew, I don't know if I would have wasted a set there. But, you know, but I told you, he can't stand being in second. He definitely lives by Ricky Bobby's rule.
Let's see where Drew's at. Down here, he's got about, dropped to 6/10 now, slowing down. Just, Forrest just took a way better entry, I think. Forrest is all in the mail.
Well, that's going to be good, all-important stage points for Drew here, though.
Then 3 and 4.
We're at lap 34 right now, so
if you watch it,
to the end.
Martin, man, he has a way better 1 and 2, and then he did last lap. No, not this
lap. White flag for stage or comp caution here. Let everybody reset. Looks like Jason Keller might get the lucky dog. I hope so for his sake. Although Keller's 2 laps down, but that's okay. There'll be cautions after this. He'll get it back.
Deese has worked his way back up to.
All right. There's our comp caution.
Rollins, he'll be first. Forrest Martin. Drew Holleran, Forrest Martin. Chris Bargetzi, Cale Deese, Donovan Kliss, Nathan Murray, Corey Moore, Jason Williamson, James Boca, and James Edwards. P10. So yeah, we'll
all in all, not.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I also heard things. I'm like you. If I hear a lot of things in my, if I hear anything in my headset, it throws me all off. But I'm old. I'm simple-minded. But all in all, not too bad though. Of that, I know there was 2 or 3 incidents there, but all in all, probably better than I thought it was going to be. I think these guys overall are doing pretty good. So
Drew's got a good position on Gregory. We're looking at our tournament here. James Tate. Where is Tate? There he is. He's in 14th, and he is going up against Forrest Martin. Forrest Martin is having a good night so far.
Mm-hmm.
Donovan
You think
Kliss,
Drew's going to take tires here?
I don't think so. No. I think that's why he took him earlier. I don't know. And then our next battle, we got Donovan Kliss and Cale Deese. They are side by side, basically. Brent McKee and Corey Moore. We'll see after this pit stop where they're at, because I'm not sure. They're all pit, so it's getting all scrambled up. So anyways, we'll take a look at Sean McLean. Stayed out, or?
Yep. Sean McLean stayed out. He's probably going to play the. Now there's going to be some cautions, some iRacing cautions here. Drew did not take tires, by the way.
Okay. And then we got a couple cars that are going to have a wave around. Be careful, guys. Checking up. Yeah, so we got some wave arounds going on. So it looks like we're going to be starting out with Sean McLean, Drew Holleran, Forrest Martin, Jason Williamson, Chris Bargetzi, Donovan Kliss, Cale Deese, Corey Moore, Nathan Murray, and James Edwards Jr. Going to round out our top 10 to start this restart. So now it'll be more cautions. So some of those cautions, the early stages, are probably going to get called now. But Drew's got a pretty good strategy going on, I think.
I mean, I can't remember how many laps he got on those tires, but I mean, if it stays green, then he's going to be, I don't know how good of a strategy that's going to be with all these guys on new tires now.
It's just 14, so we only have 14 laps on those tires. It's not terrible. I mean, it's not great.
Yeah, I mean, who was that we were talking to beforehand? But he said he was in the 80s after about 15 laps. So, I mean, 10, 15%, can affect you. But Drew may have a good tire saving line down, so his percentage might be a lot better.
See, Sean McLean, he stayed out, so he does not have fresh tires, but either does Drew. Some of the guys behind them are definitely going to have some fresh tires, so I would expect McLean and Drew to get passed by a couple of these guys. If not the first lap, I mean, maybe within 5 laps, they're probably going to get some of these guys past them. And here we go. Big start by Sean McLean in the 22. Got a good bump from Forrest Martin. Drew's going to drop back to third with the Jason Williamson behind that, Chris Bargatze, and then Donovan Cliss.
Well, good thing for Jace, only him and Gregory Vadnais are on 1 lap down. So as long as he gets ahead of him and stays out of the next incidents, he should be our lucky dog.
Looks like it was a decent restart, though. Everybody's in the field, and no huge gaps here. Everybody's able to race hard here. Oh, he's coming out way wide. Going low. And Drew's going to take the lead.
Sean McLean, I thought he was doing really good for being on.
Well, there goes Forrest
22
Martin
laps.
pass. Jason Williams again. Some of these other guys back here are going to get
Oh, for sure. Especially he keeps getting stuck on that outside lane. These guys with newer tires are just going to have so much better pull coming on.
more battle here. I'm watching the 22. Just kind of seeing how far he might fall back. Fall back. Things are getting racy, though. I'll tell you that. 13.
Got to make sure Stevenson's here. Hang on. Oh, no, I guess he is.
Forrest Martin out to the lead now. Drew fell back quite a bit there.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, now Corey Moore's passing him. That's why I didn't feel like that was a great strategy, but if it goes green, it's really gonna hurt him. But
I know Forrest. He's saving his stuff as best he can. If Williamson gets up alongside him, he's probably just gonna let him go, along with Cliss and some of these other guys. Well, as the Williamson gets real loose there, he saved it. Cale Deese is pushing his way to the front here.
Ooh.
He's in fourth place.
just dove it down low there. Good down for second right now with Cliss and Jason Williamson.
Yeah, Corey Moore scooted up into fifth here and snuck up on us. Watching this whole gaggle of cars, almost 2x2 here. Drew fell back to 7th place now, just behind this bunch of cars. Man, 51 looks like he's falling off fast though. He really backed it up that time. Corey Moore, Cale Deese go to the outside.
I feel like he's doing, that's kind of more what I was talking about earlier, was really backing up that entry there. And I feel like he's trying to do that. I think that's why he's slow in 1 and 2.
Right.
but I think here in about 10, 15 laps, we'll see it's going to probably pay dividends.
Half a second ahead of Cal Deese. Corey Moore, I feel like he can inch his way up. You know how he does it. He kind of plays conservative at times, but when it's time to go, he'll go. But I think this early in the race, he's just kind of feeling it out, seeing those tires. Oh, 77. It's a good battle here, man, on these guys. Going at it. Nathan Murray up into 4. The Big Ed's Pizza. What do you do? We'll have to get out there. I think it's in Nashville or something, right? I think that's what we said. See if I can get out there someday and try some Big Ed's. I like to look at last laps because there's going to be a big discrepancy, I think, now with this tire situation going on. So, Gale Deese running 29.5. That's pretty darn fast at this point with Martin just 2/10. Looks like they evened out that lap with Corey Moore a 10th faster and Murray a 10th faster. And then everybody else pretty much is in the 30s. I'm assuming all these guys got tires. Tires.
Looks like Jace Keller tried to self-clear himself on Stapleton and spun himself out. Wrecked, got T-boned.
You know what he's going to blame it on, right?
But he was on the apron and stopped, and everybody else kept going. And wasn't no caution on that, so.
He's going to blame that on the interview before the race, guarantee it.
Well, we don't mind being everybody's scapegoat. That's fine.
See, Cale Deese trying to run down Forrest Martin here up the front. Corey Moore, Nathan Murray, Chris Marquez. Get kind of spread out here. Besides the top two are pretty close. Then Donovan Cliss, James Bolka, these guys back in here. James Edwards and Drew. They're all battling pretty hard. With the one of Nathan McGee, Reginald Harris, and James Tate. I think we'll watch this battle here for a little bit. Nathan McGee. 13 takes the real high line there and then get the momentum down the backstretch for sure. All the way around the track. Oh, into the wall there. James Tate's going to drop to the inside there. Probably pick up a position, I would think. Very close to it. A lot of guys running that high, man.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be good for tires. Of course, I don't have a lot of experience in these, but.
Oh, 71 and 6 get. Oh, they hit each other again. Okay, guys, made it through. Gale Deese is still kind of holding steady there behind Forrest Martin. Nathan Murray. Yeah, a couple tenths back. Corey Moore. Looks like Corey Moore's looking to make a little push here. See the different lines they're running. Corey starts out a little higher there. See as they go through 1 and 2, the different lines here. Corey goes a little bit higher. Chris Barghetti drops it in there, but you see the different lines off too. With that the position you put yourself in on entry, you know what the conclusion is coming out of 2. Just depends on how you run it. You get in there too hard though, you're definitely going to burn up the front right on these cars for sure.
Starting to get a few guys calling in their pit stops. So I'm not sure what stint we're on right now, but that's probably about right. should start seeing a slew of these guys.
Yeah,
all
most of these
go in
guys,
here.
19 laps. So, yeah, we're getting, I think you said, what, 22? Somewhere in that range?
Yep.
So,
Yep, 22, 23.
Nathan Murray's picked up the pace a little bit.
Man, he has.
Wow, 47 kind of pushed the 41 down into the grass there. They made it
Yeah,
through.
he's apologizing over the radio on that one.
Yeah.
All right, now Drew's going in. Oh, a lot of them are pitting out.
All right, we'll bring up that track map just so you can kind of see. And this is car numbers. So you can match that up with the tower there.
So Drew's probably going to take, ooh, someone spun out, and whoever was right behind Drew there kind of spun out in pit road, and it was Dylan McLean, kind of hit the wall, still kept going, but probably a decent amount of damage for Dylan there.
Yeah, we'll look at that. See what happened there.
Good pit stops are going to make a difference here, and Drew is pretty good at pit stops, entrance, and exit. You know he's going to take tires now. I think everybody's probably going to take tires now.
Right.
So now they'll be back on the same. Now they'll be back on the same pit strategy here.
I saw 23 got in good. I don't know. Maybe it was one of the other McLeans. It's easy to get them mixed up.
Oh, it was that white car right there. Whoever that white car. Okay.
Yeah, that was a 22, probably. It's all good. Sorry, Dylan. You got some camera time.
So many McLeans. All right, Forrest Martin is in, going down pit road right now. Nathan Murray's coming in now.
Watch his pit stop. He's out in the lead. He was running top 3 there for sure. Looks like he got in pretty darn good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Get this camera view and we'll watch and see. I'm assuming 4 tires and fuel and try to get to lap 80. Looks like they're gonna have 2 more stops probably. Gets in pretty clean.
Yep, looks like we probably have a couple speed in pits with Rambo, Lucas Bray, and Mike Eldridge. Looks like they're all black flagged. I would assume speeding in pits there.
Yep, I would assume the same.
Green flag pitting is an art. I know that.
Looks like Murray is getting out in front of Cliss. He has a slower car in front of him, though. Corey Moore's creeping up on him, and he's going to be able to get out in front of Corey. Yes! He shouldn't have done that.
Why? No, he should not have done that.
I mean, that's yeah.
No, I'm throwing it.
Yeah.
Steven's a little slow on that, but he probably wasn't watching it.
I mean, we watched that kind of live. We kind of saw
I don't know.
coming out here. I'm not sure why the block attempt there. It's very
you can't block with that much of a speed difference if that was his.
Yeah,
if that's what he was doing anyway.
He was trying to get around the 99. So maybe he didn't see the cars coming up on him. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that. You see 99's a little bit slower, and he's got to see them guys with the head of steam there. Yeah, I was in the same situation last night. It was kind of similar to that.
Man, 99's always in the mix of everything, it seems.
Let's see it. Corey's got some damage on the front end of that diamond paint.
I imagine so.
Chevrolet.
But he did good keeping it on the roadway, so because that could have turned bad. But there we have
Well,
Nathan Murray with his damage. So
yeah, we can look at the front of his car. I
wonder how bad that really hurt people that just got through pitting. Looks like Drew's going in again. He's taking his time to go in, maybe top off.
Yeah, where are we at lap wise? We're at 63, so they can go 20, gets you to what, 85? Yeah, I think you're still gonna have to pit twice no matter what.
Yeah. Surprisingly, Corey, I guess, doesn't want to give up his position, which, you know, I mean, there's not a lot of damage there, but, you know, sometimes that stuff can really affect corner entry.
Right, and he didn't really have like a lap after that to kind of test it out and see where you're at. You can feel your
But
wheel.
you also don't want to.
You can feel your wheel and stuff, but I mean, you can't. Sometimes you can't feel the arrow until you're in traffic or full speed for sure.
What would you have done here? Would you take a chance of going into corner 1 or 3 and spinning it out because you didn't realize how much damage you got, or would you give up all that track position to go in and get that manually fixed, knowing you're going to be at the tail end?
I would give it up just to assess where I'm at and see where I'm at, because he probably doesn't think he has a whole bunch of damage, is my guess, but the front end's pretty caved in, so he might have a couple minutes of damage. You're better off trying to get that taken care of now rather than 50 laps, you know, getting down to the end of the race or whatever. So
at the very least, you could have ran down there, clicked fuel only, got out, see if there's 30 seconds of damage or 4 minutes. Then you could have re-pit again on your next lap if you wanted to use a fast repair.
Right, exactly. Yep. Exactly what I would have done.
Yeah. But I would at least, me personally, would have to see how much damage I had, because it'd be worrying me. I stayed out not thinking there was a lot of damage plenty of times before, and then you get up to full speed, take that next corner at full speed, and then just around you go.
Yeah, at least assess it and see where you're at, so you know what to expect. I mean, if there's 3 minutes, 4 minutes of damage, at least you know you're probably not going to be able to maintain the speed, so you just get out of the way and right now it's completely unknown. See what happens here.
Yeah, we'll find out here shortly.
I would assume he's going to fall back fairly quickly, but especially with his car's close. Can't see Martin's been fast. McGee's working his way up there. KLD's is there. And here we go. Sure, we'll get a good initial jump. We'll see. Coming out of 2 is going to be the true key of this, I think. Goes in. As you can see, his car is not turning at all. He's going way up the track. 77.19 going to get by easy.
Oh, man.
Going to have more company here real quick. He's got some fast guys behind. Pretty good there coming out of 4 though. Nope, caution.
Oh, looks like Mick Traglia and Colton may have been involved in that.
Look back here.
Oh, 3 wide, Aaron Creighton in the 30. He had a number to look back on.
Watch it. Took me to the 90 90 into the wall. Oh, but I think it happens in front of them. Nick and Creighton and Tate here looks like they're all tangled up. Looks like the action was on Tate though. Watch this slow-mo. Take a look at it. Different lines. Everybody's running different lines, especially See, Drew comes up. He's fine. Clear on the inside. Creighton is running a middle line. Tate's just kind of cruising along. You see Creighton gets a little loose. Gets up into Tate there. Tate down into Detraglia. Sure that upsets his car. Into the 13. And the 92. 36. T-Bone.
Oh, and he doesn't escape it.
Gets all up inside James Tate.
Like Corey Moore is going down to fix his damage, though.
Yeah, he probably did one lap and knew that thing wasn't going to hold up.
He said, I better go ahead and get this done. Probably a good idea there. There's going to be a lot of guys in there trying to get some of this damage done.
Donovan Kliss is going to come out the leader here. That might be trouble for the field. Although,
he is quick tonight, but I don't feel like he's been the quickest. But it changes throughout the race as well. So we see that week in and week out.
Let's take a look at this tournament real quick. So Drew is going against Gregory. Drew is in 8th. Where's Gregory? Is down the field.
24th.
Yeah. James Tate, Forrest Martin. I mean, that could be a good one. I know Tate just got
James,
that.
Yeah, James Tate 17th.
Yeah, he just got in that little mess there though, so maybe he can get it. I feel like he has pace though. So the Forrest Martin has been super consistent tonight, so it's gonna be a tough one there. And Donovan Kliss and Cale Deese, it's gonna be a fun one to watch. Both in the top 5.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that.
Brent McKee got a piece of that last one, and then we know what happened with Corey Moore, so we'll see who can survive out of those two pretty much.
I'll tell you what, next week at where are they racing next week? Nashville Super Speedway with those. It's gonna be good matchups, no matter who wins there.
I'm glad you brought it up, because now I have the schedule up here real quick. We'll take a look, and they are going to be at Nashville, and then they're going to have their long race at Charlotte the next week after that, and then the Chase. So they have this race and 2 more to get settled into their Chase spots.
I mean, I think Nashville Super Speedway is going to be a fun track for these guys in this car.
Standings, you can see Keller's going to take a hit there. Thad Miller too, right? I feel like he got some. Quinn's not here tonight, so he might fall out here. McGee was doing good. Oh, Brent McKee. I get the McKee. It's mixed up. McGee and McKee. I always get them mixed up.
I mean, there's guys like Bolka. That's in 3 races is probably out of it. Right around that 18 mark, I would say it's a real tall ask to get in there.
Right, especially these points. There's no stage points. There's no a lot less extra points you can get as far as playoff points and all that kind of stuff. Or do they get playoff points going into their Chase?
Nope. They just get where they finish there.
Right.
Yep. I mean, yep. They'll just get a standardized bonus from where they finish, and that'll give them a little boost going into the last 8 races. I think we have.
Donovan fires off pretty good.
Yeah, and Kildee's is able to take over the 3rd position there. So
it's really interesting to watch their lines. See just the different lines, especially in 1 and 2. You can watch them. We're watching flip view of Donovan.
Kildee's hits that wall hard.
Yeah, he did.
Coming out of 4, man. I knew that was going to be trouble for a lot of these guys. It just gives you a false sense of.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, coming out, taking 3 and 4 full speed, you just get a false sense of security because it's turning so easy that it's not near as sharp as it is coming out of 4, and it tends to get a lot of guys.
It may have hurt him because Bargatze and McLean got on him and going into 3, but then Kale prevailed coming off 4 there. A lot of different lines. It's crazy. Here goes Drew to the outside.
Yeah. Forrest Martin is getting. You're right. I think Forrest has 1 and 2 down. One of the best out of this bunch that I've seen.
For sure. He takes it up wide and then cuts it down, and then he gets on the gas way earlier than the other guys.
I also think he really arcs 1 and 2, like I was talking about earlier. Let's see here. Oh yeah. He's taken a much better arc than any of the other guys.
Now he still had the lead out there coming out.
Well, Drew's underneath him. Yeah, Drew's making a pass now.
Take a couple laps here for us just to see. He's doing it a little bit different than the other guys. He's following Drew now. That might give him a little push. Yeah, you see that wheel? He's turning it in big time. He just got that air behind Drew.
Definitely don't want to be turning the wheel once you hit your apex, and once you go down to where you want to go, that should be all the input you should do. Never turn the wheel any more left after that. So when you see people he's sawing a little bit like that, that's definitely going to eat up those tires a lot more.
We're on Drew now, and Drew's putting a lot of wheel into it too as he gets past Cliss. Keller.
Yep. Okay.
I see some smoke in front of. Oh no, that's just the lights, I think. Hold on 1 second.
I don't even know who's. It was Edwards and Keller. Keller dies. He's arcing, but he goes low. He's probably expecting Edwards to be a lot lower than he is there.
We're watching as they're coming through. Corner here. Oh, Edwards. Yeah, gets in a little deep there. Yeah, I mean when you're closing that much on somebody, you gotta. You gotta realize the closing speed, and you gotta kind of let off, even if you think you have a run.
How much damage does he get? Does he stay off the wall? Oh.
Yeah, we'll
13 gets him a little bit there.
Yep, a little kiss to the right front. It's not
bad,
terrible.
Bad to worse. Bad to worse. I mean, he's 16 laps down, I think, the last time I looked. So, I mean, he goes from bad to worse today. Out there getting the pole, looking for a great finish today, and then just gets caught up in some of those things. That's how racing works. I mean, sometimes it's other people's faults, and there's just nothing you can do about it. It's just one of those days.
Well, I think everybody now comes down for fuel because we're at 77, 70, somewhere in that range. So it looks like probably, are they going to 120, right? So
yeah, 43 to go.
So they're still gonna have to pit one more time after this. So, but this gets them to one more stop for everybody, pretty much across the board.
Well, that does put James Wolf and Aaron Creighton out front.
Yes, it does.
And their last...
I'm going to go check out the concession stands real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, give me some pretzel knots. Well, good job for James Bolka to make his way back up here after a start penalty. He was pretty quick in the practice runs, but we have James Bolka is going to have control of the field there in number 8. We'll have Aaron Creighton in the 30. Start right next to him. Brent McKee in the 3 spot. James Tate worked his way back up into the 4th. Drew Holloran in 5th. Jason Williamson in 6th. John Stapleton in 7th. Donovan Cliss in 8th. Forrest Martin in 9th. And Dylan McClain in 10th. Quinn McClain in 11th and Bargetzi in 12th. Kildee's in 13th.
Be interesting.
So
I was listening to your field there. It looks like Kliss and Martin fell back to 8th, 9th, and now Dylan McClain's right in that kind of group. And I feel like Dylan can be fast here if he can hang with those guys.
I think so. Well, I mean, yeah, with 4th and 9th and Kildee's and Bargetzi and in 12th and 13th. I mean, and Corey's in 15th. I mean, those guys kind of got shuffled to right in the middle of the field, which is always a danger zone.
Yeah, we'll see with the tire strategies, see how those play out. I think some of them guys took tires now, and they're probably going to be good to go to the end on tires. Some of these guys might be on some older stuff up front here.
Well, Drew did not take tires there. Drew, Jason Williamson, John Stapleton, those guys, those first 3 that just got through pitting. The top 4 haven't pit since 67. So only 10 laps old. James Bolka last pit on 63. It's about 15 laps. So the first one that took tires that just got through pitting is Donovan. So really looking at Donovan making his way up to the front with the freshest tires.
Bolka got a huge start right there.
Man, he did. What a great jump from Bolka.
Look at that. That's wild.
Jeez.
McKee
Either did really good or everybody else did really bad.
Got Brent McKee in second. Oh no!
Oh,
Creighton
save it.
And Tate.
Oh, he's not going to save it. He's not going to save it. Oh!
Man.
Someone went upside down there, but...
That would be the 23 of Quinn.
He almost had it saved as soon as he started going down again.
All right, along behind... Oh, let's see here. There we go. We'll get behind, get this view here. See what happens. Tate comes into him a little bit, gets him loose. I mean, that's what I see. I'm going to go back and look at it a little bit farther back.
Yes,
I mean,
man, I thought he had it saved.
Tate's on the bottom, but he comes up just a little bit. I don't think Creighton was ready for that. He was expecting him to keep it right on the bottom. Saves it. A little bit of net code, I think, when Tate hit the front left of Creighton's car as he went by. I think there was just a little bit of net code. Then the 9 to 23 gets right into him. 23 goes upside down. Messed up that paint job he had going.
Fast repair, you think?
If McClain has one, he's got a toe
or you think his crew can hammer that out?
Yeah, I don't know. That tire probably not going to attach very well. I think he left the session actually because it disappeared. So he may have hit the limit of incidents or just already used his fast repair, too much damage to fix. Back to the live action. Brent McKee is sitting out front.
Yeah, he is Dylan has a meatball, and he's in the pits now. Yeah, looks like people are having some unsafe pit exit, but unfortunately, he's just gonna have to deal with that.
Somebody join us here in the broadcast. Anywho, we got Brent McKee sitting out front. James Tate is up 24 positions, sitting P2. Drew Holloran in third, Donovan Cliss fourth, John Stapleton in fifth, Forrest Martin sixth, Chris Bargetzi in seventh, Cale Deese eighth, Quinn McLean in ninth, and Nathan McGee in one. I mean, my pick right now is Forrest Martin. Forrest, or can I pick two? And then Donovan.
No, because I'm picking Donovan, so you can't pick two.
Yeah, I got Forrest.
Just because Donovan's on that good set of tires there. But I guess Forrest is too. So, I mean, I guess those two are on the freshest tires.
Watch this restart. I mean, the leaders seem to be getting a huge jump. Drew's pretty good on these restarts, though. I've noticed that, especially if he's on the bottom right behind the leader. He should be able to keep up, maybe get past Tate here. Tate's way back, too. So Tate's going to fall in second there. Drew Hall in third. Donovan Bliss, though, on the outside. He's trying to make a move on Drew. He's going to try to drop down in front of Drew a little bit, I think, kind of block a little bit.
That's what those tires will do. But if a late caution comes out with 10, like, is Drew going to want to go get tires and be all the way at the end of the field? You know, he's going to have to work his way through the field.
Brent McKee is holding it down, though, at the moment. He probably wants a couple more cautions here. These guys off a little bit.
Well, the lead he's got right now, I don't know if he keeps looking like this.
He might be looking too much, though.
Let's just check out their last laps there. No, Brent McKee ran a faster lap. We'll see what this next lap can do when Cliss isn't trying to pass people here.
That's got to be one of the fastest laps of the race at 29.4.
Wow, who did that? Yeah, good lap. Oh, and now Drew's battling back. This is exactly what Brent wants to see. He's like, y'all keep switching back and forth for all I care.
2 by 2 by 2 by 2 behind him, man. There's Donovan. Donovan's going to cross it over. Nope. He thinks better of it. Nope. Guys are out there. And they have caught Brent McKee. We'll see.
Here comes Cale Deese on the outside here.
Giant run here, though. He killed that corner. He did a great job on that corner.
He did too.
See if he can hold up.
Oh!
Down.
Cliss kind of drifted up there in that corner and wasn't able.
Cliss is going to make a move on McKee on the bottom. And Tate's on the very, very bottom. Oh, Cliss holds it down. Good job. James Tate. Cale Deese in a great battle here. Oh, no, is that Ragazzi? Hold on to it, brother. And he does. He goes up the track. Great job, the guys behind him. He's right up the track in front of everybody. He lost a ton of spots. Drew's got to come to the line now. Gap here in Donovan Cliss in second now with James Tate. He's worked his way up. He is at 23 spots in this race. And I would see if he can get a little high there. Past James, this darn thing.
Well, with Drew, well, I mean, I'm going to switch to Drew now. I mean, Drew has another set. He can take a set here if it's a green flag pit stop. And a lot of other guys have another set.
30 to go. They're going to have to pit one more time. And I think even if it's a green flag stop, if I got tires, I'm taking it. You're gonna make up ground, whatever
Right, right. I would pit a little bit earlier if you have tires, just so you get use out of them.
I think we're
You
still
definitely don't want to.
About 8 laps, 9 laps away from that probably.
They last pit. A lot of guys pit on 77. Some pit on 67. We're at 91. So right around, I would say here, probably around anywhere from
laps.
8. Yeah, anywhere from 8 to 25 laps. We'll see a lot of guys pitting.
Donovan, James Tate to the inside of Donovan. Looks like Tate's going to prevail. No. He's going to get a little shove, though, behind Forrest Martin. No, Forrest goes to the outside. Forrest's going to get a good run here, I think. He's going to get some drafting help, and he has a good line.
Man, KLD's gotten that little mix-up up there, and he goes from Forrest Martin, who's a tournament bracket competitor there.
Right. Yeah, Forrest
is getting losing ground back there too.
Yeah, Forrest is getting a little more competitive, where he's been pretty conservative. He's been hanging out up front, pretty, but it looks like he's burning up his stuff. Right now, I can see he's pushing.
Oh,
just
Forrest
got into the
wall a
wall.
little bit.
Yeah, he's pushing hard now.
Yeah, that was a good corner too. I think he just got in that dirty air, and it just kept plowing towards that wall.
Yeah, he probably best just fall back behind both these guys and cool off those tires. Oh, Tate!
Oh, I've seen that.
Nice save.
On a quaddle, I don't even know how you quite get that loose coming out of there, but able to let Jason Williamson by.
Forrest looks like he's regrouped, and now he's powering forward, trying to run down the cliffs. Oliver doing a good job. He's putting down a good lap time. I guarantee you.
Well, I'd say you have about 6 laps left before these top guys have to pit.
I mean, speaking of lap times, these top 3 look like the only ones in the 29.
4 and more.
Oh, there he goes. Forrest Martin down low on Cliff. He's going to make it work. We'll see coming out of this corner who's going to prevail. Forrest is going to have a good run. Donovan pitches him down a little bit. Good racing, guys.
Donovan called his pits too, but I'm sorry if I'm Forrest.
Good luck.
Yep. There we go. He had to check up. That's exactly what I'd make him do. I'm not slowing up for you.
If this keeps going great, then he's going to lose that time. Probably a second at least.
Yeah, and a second's probably a good 6 or 7 spots, you think?
Yeah. They're all coming out. See, I mean, somebody makes a mistake like that, you got to capitalize on it, though. You got to, get into your pit clean.
Some of those guys are pitting with 24 to go. So.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, so that's gonna be close. Yeah, so now we're at 22 to go. So those guys should just be able to make it. Oh, and we have a caution.
Kale, geez. Man, he was doing good too. He's got the 8 outside. Oh, it's probably getting onto pit road. Oh, yeah. Looks like it. Oh, he got hit by McLean from the backside. Hopefully he announces pit. But he got clipped.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Who was that black car there? I'm sorry, I didn't.
Dylan McLean, the 23.
Oh, I don't know what happened to him there.
Might as well go back. If we're going to call him out, let's show him the whole thing. I don't know. You know, we're not in the car with them, so it's kind of hard. You don't know what they're hearing, what they're talking about, and everything. But speed, some kills.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he called his pit out, you know, it's.
Yeah, it's on that guy behind him to get out of the way and go up around him. If KLD's was 2 lanes up, or even a lane up from where he was, then okay, maybe there's a problem. But he's down, long line, not ready to cross over.
Yeah, well, there we go. Now I think Drew's going to get to come in and get tires. I'm really curious on who has tires. So now I'm not sure if anybody's going to be able to catch Drew or not.
Watching Drew real quick.
Yeah, I'm watching the 3, the 19, and the 9 here. Drew's getting tires.
Forrest Martin's getting tires.
Okay, Williamson went well past his box, and Williamson's getting tires as well. Reno looks a little too far.
Forrest is out. Forrest is out. He can't get him though. Oh man, good race. Off pit road there.
No, but look at that. You got Bolka that moved up in the 3rd now. Stapleton's, they had real good pit stops. With tires. Bolka got tires too. How did he make so many spots up?
Maybe 2?
No, he was same pit time as everybody else.
Okay, yeah, 15.5.
I don't.
That's not.
I mean, he must have hit his box. Yeah, great job.
Drew's going to be in the lead here, I think. Or no?
Yes. Yes. Drew, Forrest, ARCA, and Bolka.
So make sure I was looking at everybody.
Looks like Corey Moore back up to 5th, so. I feel like this is Corey Moore's every race. Starts out great, does good, gets caught up in something, and works his way back.
Where did Colton Lanford come from? Is he hiding under a rock all night? Haven't even seen him on the track.
Well, he didn't take tires. So, we should see him go back to where he belongs. Look, Colton. But yeah, he is stuck in, I mean, the top 12 guys took tires except Colton in the 5th position. So, I mean, yeah, kind of see how that's going to go here.
Here, see if Corey Moore definitely wants to get to the front. He's quite a few points back from Drew, but I mean, at least try to close the gap before you get into the playoffs.
Right.
Chase there. Yeah, well, we got some faster guys in there, kind of the rear too. Maybe not way back. Gans is back there, Tate's back there, Glass, they're all 16, 17, 18. It's interesting to watch as they move through the field. See if they can run down Drew. He had a good strategy tonight by Drew.
Yeah, 18 laps left here. It's going to be a good 18 laps.
We'll see though. Forrest Martin, I like my chances with Forrest. He's had a great line and able to save those tires. If it goes green, all my money's on Forrest.
Man, Donald Cliff's all the way back in 18th right now.
Yeah, them guys fell back. Him and Tate, Gansey. I mean, there's no doubt they're going to work their way up to the top 10, I guess, but we'll see if they get through there clean. Smart, James Bolka. We'll keep our eye on the last times here as they come across for their first hot lap here.
Corey Moore making his way around Colton now, moving up into 5th place.
Oh, Oh, nice save. That was. Holy smokes. Is that Loomis? Holy crap. Let's look at that again. Yeah, James Edwards is on the inside here. You see, they kind of get into each other. Loomis gets kind of knocked back, crushed by Edwards there. They figure it out. And Loomis goes through the grass, holds on to it.
Yeah, great save.
Way to keep it rolling, though. And he kind of comes up on the 9, but they worked it all out. Good job.
Meanwhile, Drew with a half a second lead here on Forrest Mark.
They both ran 29 threes, with Drew just a little bit quicker last lap. And Corey Moore ran a 29 3 as well. So this time live, 29 3, Stapleton 29 3. Corey Moore with a 29 2. See if Corey can get on the inside of us. Stapleton here. Yeah, he's working alongside him now. There he goes.
Yeah, I think Stapleton's just doing a smart thing, knowing Corey's just faster, just politely just letting him go. So Stapleton will be A-okay with the top 5 finish here. Oh no, looks like Quinn McLean went off track there.
Bad news, Brent McKee.
Oh, now some crashes going on. Oh, that's a whole bunch of.
All right, I brought it up and they're 3 wide, so.
Oh yeah, that's never good.
Oh, the 36 got into the 6, pushed him up against the wall. 6 comes all the way back down, pretty much has no control into Brent McKee. 25 gets collected. And I'm sure some guys behind that. Looks like Reno's coming into it, trying to find. Oh,
yeah.
McKee.
Oh my goodness.
Upside down. Oh my gosh, they're still killing him. Oh my goodness. The 90, the 81, 65, 95, 69, all of them.
30. Yeah.
Man, just. I'm
There,
go back
man, we might only get to qualify 3 people next week.
I want to look back at one of these guys and just see what they saw.
Oh, their cockpit view.
Oh yeah, just like
Gotta love it.
What are we seeing here? We'll go. Aaron Creighton, I think, got into it. See the car hit the wall, and then you see the car sideways. He's letting up. Yeah, nowhere to go for him, man. Like, there's nothing really to do there.
No, God, yeah, there nothing.
You can see
nothing
McKee.
for him to do.
It's kind of a great picture with McKee upside down, cars just everywhere. Who's the car?
Sure, Chris will take care of that.
Reno. Maybe could have let off a little earlier, but not. I mean, what she was going to be able to do anyways, to tell you the truth. We'll ride along with Brent McKee. And then we'll go back to the live action. Let's go full speed. Oh, I mean, he's there's 3 cars, 3 wide right in front of him.
Yeah, definitely. Woo. Oh my.
We'll see you at the infield care center. Hopefully you made it through. So now we bring the field a little closer. We got James Bolka's hanging right in there, and Corey Moore. I mean, if I was going to pick another car now, that's the one I pick. He seems to be the fastest out of this crew up here in the front, but.
Yeah, but I mean, you know. You know, with Drew getting the launch on the restart, having control of the field, and there's only going to be how many laps left? There's not going to be, but
10.
yeah, I just
No,
don't
that's
think.
8 to 10.
Yeah, I just don't think anybody's going to catch Drew here unless they just match his jump here.
Yeah, it says 10 laps to go on our ticker here. Drew ran a 21, or I'm sorry, a 29-1 the last time they did a hot lap, which is pretty good. That's got to be their best time. There's no way they can get never mind.
Do we have a track record? I can't remember if we have been here at Texas or not.
Yeah, I think it got shattered. I think it was like 29.6 or something like that, 29.5.
It was
Oh, wow.
29-4, and it was me.
The disappointment in his voice, man.
You're done.
If it makes you feel better, about 20 people beat it this time.
Yeah, there you go. Track conditions. It's probably during the day last time.
I'll just have to run ARCA next season and beat it again.
All right. I'm very curious to see what happens on this restart. If that outside line can get a push and get going,
Forrest has got to get it. He's got to time this right. But he's already starting behind a little bit. He wasn't even with Drew. He's about a half a car length back. And look at that, Bolka. Oh, Corey says, hang on. I learned this move from Drew.
Oh, almost gets a piece of him. He backs out just enough to stay off of him. And here comes Forrest on the outside. He's not able to run his line, though, with Bolka there on the inside. Oh, Bolka a little loose.
Ooh.
Holds on to it.
There was. That's going to make Corey have to slow up, which is also going to make Jason Williamson be able to catch up, too.
Great battle. Drew's loving all this battling behind him. James Bolka to P2. Don't hit the wall. Stay. Oh, hits the wall.
Oh, that's going to. Oh, yeah. That's a race ruiner right there.
Yeah, I just kind of saw the trajectory he was on, and it looked like, he was just a little on it, just a little too early.
There we go. Corey was able to clear Williamson there. He's going to be able to run down there on his line now.
Of course, Martin's going to be able to run his now, too, so. Yeah, you see Williamson put his nose in there. Williamson gets a little loose, too.
Mm-hmm. Got to close that off. You don't want guys getting in there.
Watching Drew's liking his battle, and Forrest does not have anybody beside him now, so he's able to run his own line.
Well, I will promise you, if anybody can get up to Drew, he will get the nose. Because they are going to race him like he races everyone else. So you can definitely. Yeah, but they have to be able to get there.
Yeah, you have to get there.
Problem is I have a lot of guys in cup. I'd put the noses in too if I could. I just can't ever catch them.
Forrest is closing the gap. He is down to almost 1/10 even. Falls back a little bit. This is where he makes up the ground. I feel like him and Drew are running the same line though. That arrow, he's going to get that push off to the wall there a little bit. He has to let off. Yeah, you can tell that killed the Forrest. Drew's doing a little arrow blocking. I like you can do that in this car a lot more than say not the next gen.
Yeah.
Next gen, you can definitely do it this track.
Yeah, well, because Forrest takes that bigger arc going into 1 and 2, it's not as drastic. He's able to get 2 there. But you're doing a good job holding them off.
Yeah, you adjusted a little bit. You can see he's making moves. Here's a good look at him. Got the nose cam on Forrest Martin. He goes out wide. You can see that line. Cuts it down to the bottom, but he's got to peek it up.
Yeah, I don't think he can get to him. But it looks like Williamson and Corey Moore are having a great battle here. don't come down,
shuts him
Corey.
off. He shut him off.
I don't think he knew Bargetti was coming up that quick. Quinn McLean having himself a decent little run as well.
A little bit. Martin has caught him, caught Drew again. Take a look at that battle. He takes a little bit of a higher line. Now he's going to try to cut it down through the bottom. Oh
no.
Bargazzi hard into the 9. I think Forrest Martin just shoved it in there a little too hard. I don't think he's going to have enough for Drew. Looks like Drew Holler is going to come
won't have enough there.
Come away with our winner coming out of turn 4. Drew Holler into number 3, certified Chevrolet P1. Forrest Martin. Bargazzi. Corey Moore. Bill McLean. James Tate. Jason Williamson. Stapleton. Bolka. Donovan Kliss. P10. Top 10. Congrats to Drew.
Yeah, it was a good race for Drew.
He did. He had a good race. He had a good game plan. He kept it real clean. I'm not sure how many incident points he had. It can't be too much.
No, I don't recall really seeing him in anything. I mean, I think that was just an all around a great race for Drew. I'll get your picture for you. All right. Heck yeah. Get these top 3 in here. Get talk to these guys again. I feel like y'all probably got to talk to these guys quite a bit.
Chris, not so. Yeah, I mean Chris a little bit. I think we talked to him a couple times. I'm trying to find my Discord. I can't find it. She was still burning it down.
Why not, right?
All right. All right, I'm ready when you guys are.
I'm ready whenever.
Yeah, we're ready for. I'll bring up this 1 second. Well, Chris is not in here yet, or is he not?
There he is. He's in there now.
Oh, there he is. Chris Bargazzi, driver of the 41. Crazy race for you. I felt like you got in some sort of incident. I remember towards the beginning of the race, fell back, worked your way up to P3. It seemed like it was a pretty good time there, especially that last little, probably 30 to 40 laps. How'd your race go?
It wasn't too bad. I had that inside line going into 1 and 2, figured out really well. Actually, was passing a lot of cars.
Nice.
Other than that, it was all right. It was fun just trying to dodge the big wrecks.
Right. Yeah, there was a couple of them in that first stage where there's not the cautions thrown. And were you able to stay out of those in that first stage there?
Yeah, I stayed out. It seemed like 2 or 3 rows behind me is when it really hit.
Nice. So you're in 21st place in points. This is definitely going to bump you up. I know it's hard to make up some ground here. We have a lot of guys in this series, so it's really hard to make up ground. But I mean, I think you have a couple more consistent finishes like this, you're going to get close to that line. I'm not sure if you'll get in or make a push for the chase here, but good job
Yeah, I missed that
showing.
provisional for Daytona, so
Yeah, yeah. How do you feel about the next couple races coming up? We got. Oh wait, I gotta get that off here. There we go. Now we got the schedule up. So we got Nashville Super Speedway. How you feel about Nashville?
I like those smaller type tracks. I mean, it's not a huge track. A little more my style. Just not
And then
not Bristol. So
and then Charlotte is a lot like Texas. I mean, 1 and 2 is definitely different, but I mean, same style of track, so I would think you like your chances there. And we got some extra length to that lap, so just staying clean is going to matter more in that race. But
that's a big thing. I'm hoping Drew starts to a points race and doesn't race so dang hard.
yeah. Well, all right, good. You guys got any questions there, Ryan, Sean?
Well, this just the end. I mean, with that good performance there, I just already did the points for you. It looks like Bargetzi has moved up into a 17th spot. So, I
Oh
mean,
wow.
yeah, he's only about 80 points out from being in from Nathan Murray there in 12th. So,
Yeah, we're jumping up quite a bit. Seems like.
yeah, 4 next race and 4 the next, and you're in 11th. So,
I'd be all right with that.
yeah, heck yeah. So that definitely get you in. Guess that'd be more like 9th, but still. Yeah, no, heck of a race for you. Always seeing you up there most of the week, so nice to see you get a podium out of it.
I appreciate that, guys. Thanks for doing everything you guys do.
All right, man. Anybody want to shout out right now or thank?
First, I want to thank my sponsor, New Way, for sponsoring me. They didn't have to give me money to run the car, so that helps out a little bit. And then, everybody watching, mom, dad, sister, wife, all them.
Nice, man. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you next week at. Man, I just said the track and I drew a blank
Nashville.
already.
Yeah.
I wanted to say Charlotte, but I know it's not Charlotte yet. It's just our
Yeah,
other
one too
series.
many ultras, huh?
Yeah, but concrete track should be a fun one to watch. It's a real racy track, and good luck there at Nashville, man.
Thank you, guys.
All right, that was Chris Bargetzi, driver of the 41 machine. Bring up Forrest Martin. All right, we got Forrest Martin up in the booth, driver of the number 19 Red Bull machine. You were up front and kept it clean pretty much all night. I mean, that's a pretty as clean of a race as you can run, I would think, right?
Yeah, I thought so. Track felt real good. Car was still a little tight in 1 and 2, but good clean race for me. Had a blast.
Yeah, you were really fast. We were watching the lap times, and I was ready. We were watching your line. Especially in 1 and 2, it was a lot different than some of the other drivers, and I kind of like the way you take 1 and 2 out wide and get the run off and get down to that line is important. But when you're not able to get down to that line, it could be a struggle. I know that. But good race. You were very consistent all night, but came up just a little short there to Drew. How you feeling about our tracks coming up? We got Nashville and Charlotte coming up.
Nashville, feel pretty confident at, and Charlotte, that's one of my favorite tracks. So I'm looking to do pretty good at both those races, as long as I can stay out of the wrecks.
Yeah, Charlotte's a lot. It's a lot like Texas. I mean, 1 and 2 is a little different, obviously, but it has the same a lot of the same feels, I would say, like especially 3 and 4. So I'm expecting you would do good there. You're doing very good in the point standings. Let's bring that up real quick. So
Well, while you're doing that, it looks like Forrest Martin gets to move to the next round of the playoffs, to the Final Four, and he gets to take on Drew next week. a
Yeah,
one and
that
two
that was
finisher.
actually one of my bigger concerns. With about 20 laps to go, I was asking Jace to keep track of them for me, and when I first asked him, he told me it was in second. I was like, oh boy, but everything worked out pretty good.
Yes, it
Yeah,
did. So that
I just put those back up on the big screen there. Yeah, that was gonna be a close battle there. Tate was back of the field and came up through a little bit and dropped back again. I know he got in a couple little incidents there, but good job prevailing on that front.
Yeah,
yeah,
he was having a good race, and I know they're closer towards the end before the last caution. Me and him were having to battle for position, and I was trying to focus real hard on getting in front of them just so I could advance to the next round.
right. And then how about this final four? It's going to be Drew versus you, Forrest, and then we're going to have Donovan Cliss versus Corey Moore on the other side of the bracket. So uh, pretty darn tough final four.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty good showdown.
All right, Forrest. Well, congrats on the night. P2 running up front pretty much the whole darn race. And anybody you want to shout out or thank right now?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out my family watching at home tonight.
Nice, man. That's always the most important shout out most of the time. And we appreciate you showing up week in, week out, putting in good performances. We enjoy watching your race, and I like the style you race in, and we're looking forward to seeing you next week at Nashville, man.
All right, we'll see you next week.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
Forrest Martin up 5 spots and now into sixth position for his standings is a pretty good job for him with only 2 races left in the regular season.
Nice. All right. We'll get Drew Holleran. Drew Holleran, driver of the number 3 certified Chevrolet. Man, great race. Great, good race tonight. You had the pace, and you fell back there for a minute. I think you kind of got a little. Did you get any damage from anything, or you just kind of fell back um, pit strategy wise?
No, there wasn't any damage. I had it it was a strategy that I thought of and I just had to commit to it and um, the cautions came out the right way, so it was a really good night.
Yeah, you had a good night. You were, yeah, I think once you played through that strategy, it kind of put you back at the moment, right? And then once it kind of played out, it kind of kept you up front pretty much the whole way. And I think I would say out of everybody that we saw tonight, you had the best pace. I would say overall, long run, short run. I think you were just pretty much the fastest car. I think if Corey Moore could have got some track position and maybe not had that damage, he may have been able to get up there. I know Forrest was Mr. Consistency, but I feel like he was just a little, just a little bit off the pace, maybe like a tenth. Not even that much though. And then Bargetzi and Tate and Kliss, all them guys were kind of right there with you, but I felt like you just had a little bit more pace on them. Is that kind of what you felt? Like you were just a little bit faster? Or you felt like one of them guys might, you know, if they get in the right spot, be able to creep up and compete for the win for you or on you?
I felt like I was fast. I knew I was solid. In practice, I got bumped down to second in practice, and I was like, why? So I looked at it, and it turned into kind of a drafting track in practice a little bit. You can full throttle 3 and 4, but I knew clean air was the priority here, and it's been at this track for decades now. So basically, I knew by taking the risk of losing track position early, it puts me in the hornet's nest, right? So I have to get that track position back. And those cautions certainly helped me preserve the set of tires I had at that moment. But I think Forrest definitely had something for me. I just kept running the bottom line, kind of like you do at Charlotte in the corners. And I think that makes the guy behind you tight. So I just stuck to that, and he just didn't have enough time. But I think if there was maybe more time, then maybe he could have got to me. He was getting close, but then that was it.
Yeah, we noticed that during the broadcast. You were kind of doing that aero block thing, which is kind of what you got to do. You can do it a little bit in these cars, and not so much in the trucks or Xfinity, but definitely these cars in the next gen. You can put that air on them. And I saw him; he was adjusting his line a little bit to try to maybe cross you over to try to get out of that air. But you did a great job, keeping him behind and just maintaining your speed. But yeah, Forrest was definitely fast. And yeah, man, Sean, you got any questions?
No, I think you touched on it all. Just thought it was a really good race for me, Drew. I mean, kept her clean, a little off strategy there. Kind of had me a little bit worried for you, but all in all, I mean, I think there the later half of the race, I think you're definitely fastest. I was a little worried with you in the beginning. I didn't think you quite had the pace to maybe win this race, but things kind of changed about halfway through the race when people start feeling more comfortable and people start making mistakes. So then you were just able to be there and pull that off, man.
Absolutely. Keeping it clean was definitely key. Some of the fireworks from last season. Now this is the track where I finally got that 0x I wanted. So that's another one to check off the list of things I wanted to do, and um, it it definitely worked out, and I'm glad it did. I wanted this one.
All right, cool, man.
Heck
That's
yeah! Well,
gonna.
congratulations on another win. How many is that for you this season? Was that three now?
I think that's number 3. Yep,
Awesome, man. Great job of that. How many did Dayhop have? I can't remember. But he have 4 or 5 or something. You
7.
you can, you can go for his
He said 7.
arc.
He knows exact
7.
numbers.
7. I think
7.
Drew can do that.
We
We'll
ain't done
see.
yet.
I technically am closer because of my previous wins, but in the whole season standpoint, I still got 4 to go if I want to just tie it. So a lot of work to do, but hopefully it all comes together with the chase starting up in a couple weeks, and we'll see if I have anything for that. But most importantly, have anything for the championship.
Yeah, yeah. Next up, Nashville and Charlotte. And before the chase starts, I know you like Dega when the chase starts, but how you feel about Nashville and Charlotte?
Good. Nashville is in Charlotte. They're very similar to Texas. So basically, just take what I did at Texas and maybe try it again. I'm not saying which one, but maybe I will. Um, Nashville is a little harder on tires, so got to be aware of that. And then Charlotte is, a lot of people know how to drive Charlotte, so it's going to be very competitive there, I feel like. And then that's it. It's off to Dega.
Yeah, well, good job. You're gonna extend that points lead. We just put that up. I mean, you're plus, you're almost 200 over Corey. Corey had a good day, but yeah, you're definitely gonna extend that. And good job, man. Just all around, great job putting together a pretty good season, being very consistent, being making it through and being clean and making it to the front. And good job. Anybody you want to shout out or thank at this time?
I want to thank everybody watching for me, and everybody that puts this whole league together. And GM Certified was on the car, and everybody else, the Coca-Cola, everybody on board. And the best way to talk is with your words, and that's what or sometimes the best way to talk is with your car, and that's what I did tonight.
All right, man. Well, good job. We're looking forward to seeing you in Nashville next week. And good job. Great race tonight, man.
Thank you.
All right. That was Drew Holler. Good race by him. Good race by
Mm-hmm.
everybody. We'll bring up our results here. Maybe. Well, maybe we won't. There we go. Oh, it's not coming up. Anyways, we'll run through it. At least the top 10 here that I can see off of SDK. Let me give it one more shot here. No, SDK is not cooperating. So Drew Hollern finished first, Forrest Martin in second, Chris Bargetzi in third, Corey Moore fourth, Quinn McLean fifth, James Tate sixth, Jason Williamson 7th, John Stapleton 8th, James Bolka 9th, and Donovan Kliss in 10th. So thanks for joining us tonight, Sean. I know this is normally your night off, and we appreciate you helping out tonight. How'd you like the race? You enjoy it tonight?
Oh, I always like Texas. Of course they can always clean some things up. Probably kind of about how I expected it, but still, I mean, there was great racing up front, great racing in the middle. I mean, all around. I enjoyed it and enjoyed calling the race with you.
All right, tomorrow night we'll have a race, our Charlotte race for our Xfinity series. If you want to join in and watch that, it's going to be a nice long one. I think it's about 180 or so laps with total 4 sets of tires. So that should be fun to watch. Let me check that. Yeah, 183 laps. So check that one out. And then, of course, we'll have our trucks on Sunday night. Our Next Gen Series and Cup. Our Cup Series and the trucks will be starting their playoffs next week on Sunday and Monday. And then we'll be back here for Nashville with our ARCA Series.